Guys, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be dealing with one of the biggest misconceptions I see in golfers, and you may fall into this category as well. And I'm hoping at the end of this video you're going to stop, reevaluate and follow a couple of the key guidelines and drills that I'm going to put to you in this video. I've had multiple students over the past month or so come to me with a really inside takeaway, a really kind of bowed wrist as they get the club on the inside, and they're trying to close the club face. Now you may be trying to close the club face because you slice it or you block it, or you're struggling to release the golf club and you're trying to get a bit of a head start and close it a little bit earlier. You may not even be trying to do it on purpose, but the bowing of that lead wrist, where you basically get the lead wrist going in that direction, is super harmful for the majority of golfers. There are always outliers. The average golfer, me included, the majority of tour pros probably can't do that. This is just for DJ and a few select others, okay? Now, the reason why I feel so passionately about it is because it really does ruin your whole golf swing. So I see this type of movement pattern where the golf club goes on the inside here. You see my right elbow now points in behind my body. This golf club now builds up through my back and it gets into the worst possible position. The only way I can come back down to the golf ball is to go out to in. I'm going to basically create this kind of rotational kind of golf club behind me, working up my back and working forwards to come back into the golf ball. It's really, really detrimental. You do see other players that work the club inside, stay inside and come in from the inside. Now, if you imagine coming into the golf ball from this angle, it is so shallow that we're bringing in the ground before the golf ball, or we're bringing in the big push towards that left-hand side. Getting into an impact, getting into a slightly bow position at impact is a good thing for a lot of players. It's not a bad thing at all, but this is also dependent on your grip. For me personally, I don't get bowed at impact. I'm still slightly extended, but that is because I have quite a strong left-hand grip and I get quite extended at the top of the backswing. So if I manage to undo all of that extension, what I'm actually probably going to do is reduce that club face to 0 degrees of loft and about 100 yards of left. Okay, so I don't want to create that bow position. So every golfer is different, and this is where obviously golf lessons are so much more valuable to you, because you understand how to work towards your golf swing and your faults. Okay, so that is actually, there's nothing that can replace that. But what I want you to try and understand is when you're coming into impact, yes, we'd love a little kind of slight bow, but also what we're really looking for is just less extension than you had at the top of the backswing. So that means then on the way down, this club face is strengthening up, but it's also just following the natural swing arc. So it's really important that we just try and really get rid of this bowed position. So I worked with a student this week and we just did the simplest of drills, okay? So what I want you to try and feel is before your hands even get to your right thigh, this golf club is around about chest to shoulder height, okay? So straight away, as my hands literally travel 6 to 10 inches, the golf club is already at shoulder height. Now what you're going to see from here is my right elbow, which is already pointing in towards my rib cage and the right pec, is still stuck into my rib cage and my right pec. It's now not gone that way. It's not detached itself. All right, so again, it's so important because the golf swing really is about keeping the hands and arms in front of the chest as the body turns. The arms go up, the arms come back in front of the body and the chest, and we work through impact. That's how we work and continue to hit straight golf shots with good compression into the golf ball. You can't compress a golf shot with a shaft angle that's basically horizontal because you're going to come in too shallow. So we create this nice neutral swing path on the way back where the shaft angle here is effectively parallel to my target. My club head is higher than my hand, so I'm creating this natural hinge in my arm. As I swing to the top and I come back down, my delivery position wants to be very, very similar to my takeaway position, where I've got the shaft of the club or the club head slightly higher than my hands. My body's now in position to strike the ball, and then I release down. And as I release this golf club down, I'm releasing this extension, I'm releasing this cupping into a less extended position or a slightly more bowed position. Again, it does depend on your grip. I'm just going to demonstrate that as well. So if I go for like a weak left hand, so I'm actually starting at almost 0. I don't know if I'm going to be able to hit a shot from here, but let's try. Still hit a relatively straight shot, okay? Ball has just landed on the right edge of the green. Super weak left hand. Started at +7. I went to +6 at the top, and at impact I had -14, okay? Now I hit a straight shot. That's just, my grip's different. If I go for my normal golf grip, which is now at +35, for me, that's obviously how I swing a golf club. +23 at the top, +13, oh I nearly went in, +13 at the bottom. Okay, so it's better, it's less extended at the bottom, just like it was when I was at -14 or +13. It all depends on where your hands are on the golf club. So stop striving for copying tour pros, okay? Stop striving for bowed wrist and extended wrist. It depends on what your grip's doing in the first place. Obviously here I've got HACKMOTION, which is like a bit of a cheat code because it's giving me data, and it's also letting me know what I should and shouldn't be doing. It's giving me like it's giving me some positive data. You can see there at address 29, 23 at the top, so less extended, and then less extended again with +13 as I come into impact. If I was to kind of cast it, let's say if I go from a good setup position at +24 and then try and go really bowed on the inside, ow, really sore. I've gone from +24, went to +7 at the top, so a massive change as you got to the top of the backswing, and then really bowed it as I came into impact, which ticks all of the misconcepted boxes, and I thinned it, hurt my fingers, and the ball went left. So you have to be aware of the wrist angles. So that drill where we just get from setup, get the toe of the club higher than your hands, as the hands only work towards your right thigh. From there, rehearse that position. I just kind of pump it up and down there. From that position, the shaft, the club head's higher than the hands. My right elbow's in, my triceps on my rib cage. Swing it up, pull it back down into that same position. There, that's how it's going to eventually deliver you to the perfect, the most beautiful impact position for you. Okay, an impact position, again, understanding what impact is there. Setup, impact, setup, impact. Weight moves to the left, body opens up, hands are slightly ahead of the golf ball, and we strike it. Beautiful. Guys, I hope this video has helped. I hope it's helped kind of get rid of some of these really annoying misconceptions within the golf swing. And we don't want to copy tour pros, we want to swing your swing. If you want me to take a look at your golf swing, the link for the Skillist app is in the description below. Give me a shout on there and I will have a look. Otherwise, have a great day.